Hi, baby. Hi, guys. It's been a minute, per usual. The day I get my shit together and I can consistently follow through with my promise to do more videos will be the day. But lately, and since I've started a year ago, not that day. This is Vinny. If you didn't know, this is the fur love of my life. He's my baby boy. I love him. And yes, he is absolutely going with me to Hawaii, obviously. If Vinny couldn't go with me to Hawaii, I would not be going to Hawaii. So, now that that's cleared up, that is not why I made this video. So first off, so I'm making this video to kind of explain my business, my company. It is a corporation, and kind of just explain why I decided to do some apparel stuff, I guess. But I wanted to kind of explain like the name and the symbol. My logo is actually a phoenix. This is a phoenix, and like the meaning behind that, and all that. So first and foremost, thank you for every single one of you that has supported me, whether it's by sharing my story, my profile, my business Instagram, purchasing some apparel, hiring me as your trainer, or just all in all, just being in my corner. Like, I really appreciate it. So does Vinny. Vinny supports me too. I love you. My number one supporter right here. Oh, okay. Is this what we're doing? We're doing this right now? Okay. I love you. So, he is a mama's boy through and through. This is my baby. This is where we're chilling? Alright. Can I do the video? Is that okay with you? Okay. Cool. Thank you. Anyways, I love this baby. I love him so much. He is, oh God. If you've been following me, you know how much I love my dog. He's my baby. Anyways, he's distracting me. Sorry. So, wow, lost train of thought. So, I guess let's explain it. So, Virtus, fitness. So, the word virtus in Latin means power. And the reason why I decided to go with that, I got Millie now. My sister's people just walked in now, so everybody's just joining me. Anyways, but the reason why I picked that is because I believe every single one of us has the power to do absolutely anything we put our mind to. Whether that's to change your, transform your body mentally, physically, you want to be the freaking president of the United States, whatever. I am a firm believer that whatever you put into the universe, and you work your ass off and you just, everything you do goes towards that goal, you will eventually get there. So that really signifies a lot with me, and like statistically, I should be where I am today. But I don't give a shit about statistics or math. Just kidding. Bad joke. But I don't care about any of that because, you know, growing up in extremely traumatic childhood, abusive parents, a lot of things that should have broken me down, and since I was a little girl, and I don't let that shit define me. If anything, I use that to, thank you, baby. I let that kind of fuel me and empower me to push myself even farther than I was before. If you don't know, before I'm all over the place, so I'm sorry. Lots of caffeine, and this one keeps distracting me. Yeah, you. So the symbol for my company is a phoenix. And the reason, same concept, is phoenixes rise from ashes. And that's kind of a metaphor for my life. And like so many of my clients, I feel like I attract a lot of people that have had similar backgrounds or have gone through a lot or are just kind of like almost hopeless. But I believe that every single one of us, like I said, we have the power within us to rise. So the phoenix is like, it's just very personal to me in my life, and for others I feel like that can relate to that, because a lot of times people think successful people, or just in general, like anybody, sorry, someone called me, but successful people or people in general haven't been through what they've been through, or you just feel like you're alone, and like no one else understands. And like I don't believe that. I believe every single one of us has been through something, whether it's something big or small. You can't compare what's traumatic to one person which might not be traumatic to another person. Like there's a lot of shit that I've been through, but I don't look at someone else, like a client of mine, saying like, oh, I shouldn't be even complaining about this. No, fuck that, dude. Like what hurts you and what you've been through cannot be compared on a scale to someone else's life. You know what I mean? And so I believe like my company is an embodiment of me and what I'm about. And what I'm about is rising above all the fucking shit and helping other people rise above all their fucking shit. So that's kind of the meat and potatoes of the meaning behind my my company name and the symbol and the logo and all that stuff. So the reason why I ended up deciding to do some apparel, I promise, I used to tell people all the time, like, I'll never do that shit. Like, that's just not me. It's not my thing. I'm stick to training. I do photography on the side. Like, I'm just gonna stick to what I know. But over this year, really, people kept asking, my clients kept asking, like, just people in general just kept asking, like, if I was ever gonna come out with like a t-shirt or whatever, so that they could support me. And it just became aside from clients, then just a lot of people overall. And so it got me thinking, like, okay, I'll just make a couple of shirts, and whoever wants to support me and rep me, like, they can do that, you know? I don't know. And then I just ended up making that order for the t-shirts, and a lot of people bought them, and then more people wanted more things, and like I found things that I really, really liked. And I don't know, I'm a perfectionist, and I want to always give people quality. And I always am super nitpicky about like what I wear. Because if it's not comfortable, if it's not like something I like or makes me feel good, I just won't wear it. I won't. So I was just like, you know what? Like, you know, my best friend Jenny, for example, I like told her, no, this bitch, you don't tell Jenny shit. But I was just like, hey, I was like, I just don't know if I should do this, because why would someone that they don't even know me or they're not even my clients, why would they want to support me and purchase apparel? And she said, she's like, well, okay, that's like saying, she owns an amazing small business makeup company, amazing products, and she does so well for her business, like very well. And she's like, you know, if I felt that way, I would never have made my company and made it. She's like, that's just like, you know, like Huda or you know, any huge makeup brand that their owners started that way and thought that. Like there's like Fenty, for example, like there's a million people that have come out with makeup, but it's you that makes it different. And so I'll was just like, you know what, shit, you're right. And so I decided to do it, and it's nothing crazy. You know, it's just my logo right now. I do have a few things very personal and very cool coming out soon that will be more lifestyle kind of clothing and gonna be going towards some really awesome things. So I'm really excited about it. Like, I don't really know what I'm doing. I just started getting the gist of like how to sell online and, you know, shipping and all that stuff, and that's a whole nother beast. Like, I'm not, like, it's very stressful to start something that you have no idea about. Like, it's the unknown, right? So now that I got the hang of that, like, my stress level's gone down a lot. And I don't know, like, I just think it's really cool that people want to support me, and like, I'm forever grateful about that. And it's just like, I don't know. Like, my motto and everything is our physical and mental health go hand in hand. And like, and if you don't know me very well, I do have chronic depression and anxiety, and was diagnosed with PTSD. And so like, that's something I do struggle with. Like, I've struggled with this my whole life, and especially like in my recent years even more so. And so I'm a huge advocate for mental health. I'm a huge advocate for going to therapy and taking care of yourself physically to help yourself mentally. Like, I'm a huge advocate for all of that. And so I know there's such a huge stigma with that, and so I'm hoping by building my brand and you know, just reaching more people, that I could maybe possibly inspire someone to finally get help and get rid of that stigma. Like, honestly, like, my family turns their head to mental health all the time, and like, my grandpa committed suicide, and you know, there's a lot. And I think it needs to be talked about. Like, we have over 22 veterans a day. I think it's even more than that, honestly, now, commit suicide every day, and that's just not okay. That's unsat. And I think that being able to inspire people to make it a norm and make it not embarrassing, and just reaching out if you need to reach out, and knowing that's okay to reach out and it's not embarrassing, that's kind of like my goal, is to spread that, like, spread not just suicide awareness, but like spreading it to people that feel lost and hopeless, and hopefully empowering them and inspiring them to get help, because therapy's changed my life. It's going to be an ongoing thing, and I'm okay with that. Like, I'll be honest, like, I finally decided to make the decision to go on medication for the first time since Alex died. And so it's been a few years since I've been on that. I had a very bad experience with naval medicine putting me on all types of different medication, and I just wasn't okay. But I'm in a place now where my life is going great, but there's just some things I can't control. Like, there's some things completely out of my hands. I eat healthy, I work out, like, but there's some things, like, chemically I can't control. And I was very embarrassed about that, because since I am such a mental and physical health, like, going hand in hand kind of advocate, that, you know, I am one of the healthiest people I know. I'm going to therapy, like, I'm doing all these great things for myself, and yet here I still need a pill to help me. And so at first, like, I was really embarrassed about it, and like, it was a huge pride and ego thing. But finally, it was just like, I'm a hypocrite if I don't do something. Like, if I don't make this decision to take whatever I need to do to make me okay. And so, you know, I always recommend, you know, there's like a behavioral health and cognitive therapy and stuff like that. There's so many things that you can do to make it better, and not everybody needs medicine. I have many clients, many people I know that as soon as they started getting healthy and they started taking care of themselves, they could get off medication. but there's some people, and I happen to be one of those people, that it's just something I'm just gonna have to live with, and I can make it a million times better by making sure I still continue to take care of myself, but I still need that extra help, and that's okay. So, and it's like kind of random, but not really, like it's relevant, but I just said, figured I'd just say fuck it and disclose that, because, someone probably needs to hear that. It's totally cool, and it's totally okay. It's cool getting help for yourself. Like, we need to make that cool. Therapy's cool. Stop making this a huge weird stigma. Like, fucking take care of yourself. Let's make that cool. So, anywhoots, that is it. I'm done running my suck. Thank you for listening to me. I'll do like a life update and all that shit later, honestly. Like right now, I just thought this was really important to discuss, because this is what's going on right now, and it's important. And I need to get off now because I need to head to therapy. So, which is fucking cool. It's fine. Anyways, if you thought that this was cool, or you have something to say or share or whatever, you can share this. You can comment on it, message me privately, whatever. But I do hope that this helps somebody. And again, thank you so much for everyone who's supported me, my business, my company, like me as a person. Thank you. And I can't wait to continue to share all these victories and success, and sharing my story, and like having you along for the ride, because you guys are awesome and cool. So, and Vinny thinks so too. Right, Vin? Okay. Bye.